Imagine you're standing at a crossroads, each path representing a different choice, and each choice carries its own weight of consequences. You're not just choosing a direction, you're making a moral decision that could impact not only your life, but the lives of others. This is where ethical decision-making models come into play, acting as your compass, guiding you through the murky waters of moral dilemmas. Let's dive into this fascinating world where ethics meets decision-making, and explore how these models can help us navigate the complexities of our choices. First up, we have the utilitarian model. Picture this. You're part of a company that's considering automating a process. On one hand, automation could significantly boost efficiency and lower costs, but on the other, it might lead to job losses. The utilitarian approach encourages you to weigh these options by asking, which choice creates the greatest good for the greatest number? You identify all possible actions, evaluate their consequences, and ultimately choose the one that maximizes overall well-being. It's a powerful model because it pushes you to think broadly about the impact of your decisions. However, it does have its limitations. Sometimes the rights of individuals or minority groups can be overlooked in the pursuit of the greater good. So while you might save costs and increase efficiency, you must also consider the human cost of those decisions. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the rights-based model. This one is all about respecting and protecting individual rights. Imagine you're in a situation where your organization wants to collect employee data to boost productivity. The rights-based model prompts you to identify the rights of all stakeholders involved. You ask yourself, will this action violate anyone's rights? By ensuring that employees' privacy is respected, perhaps by limiting data collection or allowing opt-outs, you uphold individual dignity and fairness. But here's the catch. Sometimes rights can conflict. What happens when one person's right clashes with another's? This model challenges us to navigate those tricky waters while prioritizing respect for individual freedoms. Next, we have the justice model, which focuses on fairness and equitable distribution of benefits and burdens. Imagine you're a manager deciding how to allocate bonuses at the end of the year. The justice model encourages you to assess how your decision affects each stakeholder and ensures that everyone is treated fairly. This means no favoritism and no disproportionate impacts. The strength of this model lies in its commitment to equality, but it can be challenging. Sometimes, the fair distribution of resources might conflict with maximizing benefits. You might be faced with a tough choice between rewarding everyone equally or giving larger bonuses to those who contributed more. It's a delicate balance. Then there's the common good model. This model emphasizes decisions that enhance the well-being of the community. Picture a company deciding to adopt eco-friendly practices. By evaluating how these choices impact the community's health and environment, the organization can make decisions that contribute positively to the collective good. It's a model that fosters social harmony and shared values. However, it can sometimes overlook individual needs if those needs conflict with the community's interests. It's a reminder that while we strive for the common good, we must also be vigilant about not sidelining individual voices. Now, let's not forget about virtue ethics. This model shifts the focus from the action itself to the character of the decision-maker. It asks, what would a person of good character do in this situation? Imagine you're a manager torn between cutting corners to boost profits or maintaining high-quality standards. The virtue ethics approach encourages you to choose the action that aligns with virtues like integrity and honesty. It's a refreshing perspective that promotes ethical consistency based on moral character. But it can also be challenging when competing virtues come into play. What happens when honesty clashes with compassion? This model invites us to reflect deeply on our values and intentions. Now, let's talk about the Ethical Decision-Making Framework, or EDMF for short. This structured process combines elements from various models to guide individuals through ethical decision-making. It starts with clearly defining the problem and identifying stakeholders before evaluating options and considering consequences. The EDMF is comprehensive and adaptable, making it a powerful tool for navigating complex decisions. However, it requires time and thoughtful analysis, which isn't always feasible in fast-paced environments. It's a reminder that ethical decision-making is often a journey, not a sprint. And finally, We have the ethical relativism model. This model acknowledges that ethical standards may vary across cultures and contexts. It encourages us to respect the norms of the environment we're operating in. Imagine a global corporation navigating different labor laws in various countries. Instead of imposing a one-size-fits-all policy, the company adapts to local standards. While this model promotes cultural sensitivity, it can also lead to inconsistencies in ethical standards. It challenges us to balance respect for diversity with the pursuit of universal ethical principles. So, how do we choose the right model? It depends on several factors, including the nature of the decision, stakeholder needs, and organizational values. Each model has its strengths and limitations, and understanding these nuances can help us make more informed choices. Using ethical decision-making models not only fosters consistency and transparency, but also enhances an organization's reputation. When decisions are made thoughtfully and ethically, trust is built with stakeholders, and a culture of integrity flourishes. Ultimately, these models guide us toward making choices that reflect our values and uphold our commitment to ethical standards. In a world where decisions can have profound impacts, ethical decision-making models serve as invaluable tools. They help us navigate the complexities of our choices, ensuring that we consider the broader implications of our actions. So the next time you find yourself at a crossroads, remember the frameworks available to you. They can be your guiding light in making decisions that not only benefit you, but also contribute positively to the world around you.